Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
What's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true, just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Plays the ball back. Madrid finding their passes. That's very neat. And there's the shot! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Spread it left. That is ended up in no man's land. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Good read, needed to be.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Just eases him off the ball. Quarter of an hour played. Oh, no joy this time. And he's heaved it away. He's shifting through the gears here. Lovely pass, but can he... It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He's got tall. They want to be quick to recover this. That's going to go a long way. Messi. Messi! Now, who's going to be first to this? He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now, he's got space here. Still goalless at the moment. Knocks it into space. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Manchester United have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Pete.
He's gone for goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. And he's there to clear it. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And he's had a hit! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Threads one in. This might spell danger. That is a crunching tackle. And he's gone looking for safety. Oh, that's neat. Lahm does really well to win the ball there. He's found a way through. Look at the space here. Real chance! Oh, brilliant from Kvaratskhelia. He's got himself an absolute peach. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Manchester United sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Back into the middle. And it's Szoboszlai. Now it's Raul. Raul! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his...
Oh, give it away. Tries a shot! It's in! The second half sparked straight into life. Terrible error, duly punished.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
And the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Kvaratskhelia really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 3 coming up. Raul getting this one clear. That has been slung wide. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Can he finish? Off the post!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Kvaratskhelia really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And it's made its way to him. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here! And a chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Manchester United get their 4th corner. Surely now! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Raul is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And here's Bale. Danger averted for now. And they're back on the ball again. He's got away. Takes a shot! Really well taken goal. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Szoboszlai.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
So much time and space here. And the counter is on. This looks promising. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Best. Lahm looking to hit the byline here.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Substitutions taking place. Four added minutes has been indicated.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting.
The goal scorer for Manchester United.
And they are cruising away. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency. That's at the end. Manchester United pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running.
We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
That's headed upfield. Best. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
Such good technique.
He's found a way through. It's a mighty effort. Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Tries to pass it through, and he was alert to it. De Bruyne. Looking for the run.
Rijkaard.
Now it's Pele. No, it's come to nothing.
And that has been clubbed away.
Ah, good steal. He just read it. Played into space. Still goalless at the moment. He's going for goal! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Best very much a man of this moment. Thuram.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Lahm.
There they go, hunting again.
The ball has bounced loose now. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Roberto Carlos. And he's there to make the challenge. Looking to play him in. It's a promising position. Up he goes! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's been shifted off it. Milan trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Can he finish? Goal! Manchester United! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Now it's Messi, and this is Luis Suarez. Well, they've got it again, and he's in on goal. And he's managed to get rid.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Ruben Dias. That's a pretty loose pass. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Manchester United can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Manchester United carrying a 1-goal lead. Messi. Played out to the right. Oh, nicely intercepted.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Messi. Messi carries the ball down the right. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. No, he's not getting past him there. Kvaratskhelia is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And here's Suarez. He might be in here. Time and again they are repelled. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Kvaratskhelia. There he goes, motoring forward. Kvaratskhelia! Ambitious, but just off target.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Metz with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that should get the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And here's the chance to counter. Looking to play him in. Oh, important interception. And now they can clear their lines. Tries to play it through. Stood up well to him there. Mateus. And they're quick to get it back. Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. And it's Xabi Alonso. And here's Batistuta, and he's surging through. Baresi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Best. O'Shea. And he was quick to react. And he's managed to get rid. Deftly away. And he cuts out the supply. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Messi. Best. And he's managed to get free. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He gets big! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Belletti. Now it's Batistuta. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's clever. Casillas gets his hands on it, and the danger. And we've reached half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
So off we go once more. So neither side has yet broken through. Now it's Batistuta. It's Griezmann! And he's done it!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Metz have fired themselves in front.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Played back to the goalkeeper. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And this is Forlan. That's a cute ball. Forlan unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Loose ball now, and he's tried one! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Manchester United have their second corner now.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Beckenbauer. Big header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Done delicately. Out to the right. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's really well cleared. So, third corner of the game. He rises! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
That's a lovely, neat pass. And he welcomes it in.
Manchester United really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Keeper's dealt with that.
Manchester United really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
He's having a shot! It's a goal! Manchester United are back on level terms. There was to be only one outcome.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
And it's Messi. Great vision. Always onto this.
There will be 3
Decent chance! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produce something out of nothing there.
And the referee brings it to a close. Manchester United have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Cristiano Ronaldo taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much...
Shapes to shoot! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Crystal Palace are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Messi gets a foot in here. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. It's a promising position. Looking to go... Header! And he hits the net. Again, in a trice. And they are soaring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
They're taking a moment to consider their options. Climbs up big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Tonali really couldn't have done much better with that. He was under so much pressure.
Lahm. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Tonali. Best. And that has been cleared. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Manchester United have themselves a chance from the spot. To increase the lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
And yes, it's him again. A case now of complete control. No way through. Baresi gets across to intercept that. Now it's Batistuta. Donatoni. Forlan. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He won't be happy with that one. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Beckenbauer. And he's picked it up out wide. He gets big. He's kept it out just.
Manchester United really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
It's a really well-measured ball. Tonali.
Manchester United have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
And he skips past his man. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Donatoni. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Manchester United will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period. Oh, what a climb! Yes! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
It's become a case of men against boys. And he's picked out the run. Forlan unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And that's been won straight back. Out of play for a throw. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. So we're up and running. Well, Filippo Inzaghi may not have the swashbuckling panache of some of his contemporaries, but his goal-scoring record, Jim, speaks for itself.
There's something that's just so wonderfully simple about his game. The run he makes, his ability to draw the ball towards him inside the box, his approach will remain the same. After all,
He's having a shot! Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Yellow or red? It is red. Tondela are now forced to play the bulk of the game, a man short.
well, his thinking may have been about making his presence felt, but not the wisest of decisions.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And so we have the first set piece of the game. Cristiano Ronaldo! He went for the curler. succumbs to the pressure. And it's O'Shea. Endrick might just make this. He's in a great position here. Oh, good spread. He's in plenty of space here. Terrific header! In he goes again! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So, a breakthrough already. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Now that looks a decent ball. Manchester United do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Nice a try. It's Inzaghi! Superb by Inzaghi! A finish of true class! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. And the finish!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Zanetti. That's a cute ball. Neatly clipped into space. Not the most accurate pass. Neymar. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's a simple one for the keeper. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He's found a way through. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. There's the shot! Zanetti getting this one clear. And here's Kvaratskhelia! Superb goal! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Manchester United take the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Baresi kept his eye on it. Oh, what a mistake! Face to face with... Goes for a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And this could be the final action of the first half. He's got tall. He can get that clear. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and...
Big chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And that should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Cute ball now, how can he reach? And Messi! Now, who has a shot? It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Referee has just said play on. He has found the way through. Ball is over the line. Another throw-in. Onana.
The attendance for this match was 71,550.
And it's Neymar. Oh, that's well spotted. Knocks it into space. Now, can they get him away? Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot... Endrick! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Fired deep towards the back post. And he's there to retrieve it. Baresi getting this one clear. Baresi. Nicely aimed pass. Looking for the run. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And back to the goalkeeper. Aimed beyond the defence. He's had a shot! And it's in! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
This is quite a battle.
Tondela really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Kvaratskhelia picks it up. He's had a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Can he finish? Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Manchester United may have thrown this away at the death.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 11.
This to complete the turnaround.
Number 23. Cristiano Ronaldo.
The comeback is complete. Not a twitch, not a blink.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
4 added minutes has been
And
indicated.
there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Tondela complete their and that is as far as it goes. Manchester United pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
Nicely weighted ball. And they've got a throw. And that's a simple one for the keeper. That's a cute ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Cristiano Ronaldo touches it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Rodrigo. Now it's Ronaldinho. Lovely pass. Forlan. It shapes to shoot. He's scored! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Now it's Pedri, and there's green grass ahead of him. And that's a throw-in. And here's Forlan. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Stood up well to him there. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Approaching the half-hour mark. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And claimed it back swiftly. Rodri gets it away. Keeper's got good distance on that. And it's Messi. And that was very necessary. And this is Ronaldo. And the referee brings the first half to a close. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Rodrigo.
Here we go again then.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! They've done it! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed.
And he's let fly! And he gets rid in a hurry.
Ronaldinho really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball.
Ronaldinho! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's in a great position here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
In comes the corner. And we have our very first corner. He's having a shot! Oh, it's hit the post!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now they can spring out of defence. Baresi promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And he's been shifted off it. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store. Manchester United really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And that pass just didn't quite work. And now the breakaway. And it's Pedri. Now, can they get him away? Best. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for options for movement. It's Fulan! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Zanetti spots it and intercepts. Doué. And he's taking no chances there. Played into space. No, that's been intercepted. That's that, the end. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
The midfield three Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond.
Ibrahimovic! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And the pass is intercepted. That's good running with the ball. Well read, nice interception. That's an imaginative pass. He's in plenty of space here. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And this is... It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And yes, it's there! Manchester United are back on level terms. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Robertson is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Kvaratskhelia! Kvaratskhelia! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right... Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Manchester United presented with a golden opportunity here. This to complete the turnaround. And they've turned it round. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
Manchester United get themselves into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another? It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Neymar. That is good strength. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. And there is the half-time whistle. Manchester United come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And we are already promptly back underway. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's having a good look here. And this is a great chance to get themselves back square. Neymar! He went for the curler. Aimed beyond the defence. Great chance! And that is doing no harm at all. Robertson. Neymar is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Best. Neymar quietly revving up. That is an excellent defensive intervention from the front man. And he's heaved it away. They get a throw in. He intercepts the throw. That's well read. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's picked his way through. Chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he's taking no chances there. Kvaratskhelia going face-to-face with his great rival. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up. Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Shot could be on. Big chance, corner.
Substitutions taking place.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And he's there to clear it. Saliba. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Fernando Torres. Yamal. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Out to the left it goes. And this is Ronaldo.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Can he finish? Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Saliba. Messi. Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet. And that has been clubbed away. Nicked it back promptly. And that will be it. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so...